Dear learners, I am Ritesh Kumar Ravi, Assistant Professor. Today, our agenda is to discuss about the subtractions of two numbers, and this is also a basic program and lab number 3. So, first of all, we are going to name this program like the earlier programs. So, we are going to name it as subtraction dot C. So, this is program for subtracting the two numbers, and we can see the name of the program come as with the truncated values because it takes a maximum of 8 characters. So subtract dot c. As usual, first of all we write the comments for our better understandability what is the code for, and this is for a lab number 3, subtraction of two numbers, subtractions of two numbers. So first of all, as we have told that we need to include the header files for standard input output and clear screen and get ch. For that we are going to put it has include studio.h and has include phoneo.h. So this is for the standard input output header files and get ch and clear screen header files, and afterwards we take the main functions for what, for calling all the user defined and system defined functions already written in the header file. So we take int main, and inside that we take the values as clear screen for clearing the data to CLR, SCR, and then after a get ch for holding the screen. And eventually we need to return some values since integer values to return. So by default, since there is a basic function, so return as a zero value. And why I'm doing so, you already know about it. In the previous programs also we have done the same. We need to check whether the program is doing well or not. So we are just taking the values of by printing the value like lab number 3 with the subtractions of two numbers, subtractions of two numbers. So it is also a very easy and a simple program if we have done the addition of two numbers. But before that, we need to run it properly. So we can see the warning is 0 and the error is 0. So it is a happy moment for us. And accordingly, I'll control F9 for seeing that lab number 3 subtractions of two numbers. This is just because of afterwards we are ready for the logics what we need to implement for subtracting the two numbers. So first of all, for subtracting the two numbers, we need the two numbers input. So first of all, we will display for the users that what you want to do. You need to take the two numbers like enter the first number, right? So it will be like this, and then we will take the scanf for the user input. We are putting accordingly. This is ampersand d comma, and we need to declare the input because whatever the data you want to take, it will be a variable. So in the last program, if you have remembered that num1 has been taken, and this time I am taking num2 at the same line for your better understandability. I can take the subtraction value, so we can write the sub value, subtraction value, for our third user input. So this is a part of declarations. If you want to put the comment, so it will be a very good practice for your better understandability for the codes, and each and every time you do so you will be feel a better just after looking at your code at a one hit. So we have taken the two numbers for subtractions, and now the variable is ready for us, and we are taking the address as num address num1. That's fine, that is correct and a great also. At the same time we have taken the first number, but at the same time I used to see whether there is an error. No, there is no error. So go ahead with the solutions and we can see it with the value for the second number. So printf, we are printing the value just for the users friendly comments, like enter the second number. Well and fine, we are going to subtract this number. So enter the second number slash n for the new line input, and scan up for the second number as we have declared already this time. So there is no problem to just write ampersand dyd because of integral values and take the num2 accordingly. So num2 accordingly. After this, what we need to do, we need to write the logic. So how to write the logic? Logic, that you know that this is a logic spelling, but the concept of logic means if you want to subtract, then one number or num1 will be subtracted from num2 and it will be stored at some variable that is known as the sub, which is the declarations of the two numbers value. So num1 minus num2, and we can see the output also at the same time. This is the logic because it is a simple program. For the beginners it looks like that you have done something great, but yes, again, beginning is the toughest task and you have begun with the very good concept that how to write a program. Trust me, it is going to make you a better programmer at each and every moment and steps while you solving these type of programs. So the we can write subtractions of two number equals to subtractions of two numbers equals to, and that will be an input of integer. So ampersand d will be there, and then after whatever be the value of sub, store it in that and display it at the same time. So this is the display of it. We have seen a particular program in details and in clearance without any issue, and this is the time to compile it. So again, we are lucky, there is no error, and at the same time we are running it. So we are at the situations with the user inputs. First of all, we are taking the 50 values. You can take any values of integral values. So 50 will be there, and then I'm subtracting the second number value as a, so we can see the output is 10. This is for your verifications. Smaller numbers make you more visibility and clarity. I have taken accordingly. So I want to run it again for a checking because, sir, you have taken intentionally the lower greater value first as a num1 and the smaller value in the second num2. So can we do it in the reverse? Yes, of course. Why not? So we can see it also. So we have taken the 40 this time and 50 this time. So as we know in the fifth class or a seventh class or basic arithmetics that it must come in negative. So the negative values have also come. So that's the great output for us. And I'm summarizing this program with a complete detail that first of all, we have included the headers like studio.h and conio.h for understandability for the functions like CLR, SCR, and getch inside the conio.h and printf scanner for the studio.h. And accordingly, we have taken the inputs in this section. And finally, after subtracting, we have displayed the value. Hopefully, it will be a very easy and a visible program for you to better understandability. And that's how the subtractions of two number program have been completed with the positive and a negative sign both. So thank you so much, dear learners. Enjoy learning.